Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name is Austin. After the Hunt stars Julia Roberts, Andrew Garfield, Io, and Debris. A college professor finds herself at a personal and professional crossroad when a student levels on an accusation against one of her colleagues, threatening to expose a dark secret from her own past. After the Hunt really piqued my interest from the trailers and the casting. Julia Roberts is someone who I really liked, and she's our main lead of the film, where she plays this professor who kind of has this close relationship with one of her students, and the student is kind of seeing Julia Roberts' character as an idol, and this kind of leads into some problems with the film, where you have Andrew Garfield in the film, who is fantastic. I think he's actually the best part about the whole entire film, but he plays this kind of asshole of a teacher who gets himself in a situation where the student is able to accuse of him for sexual assault. And so throughout the film, you're kind of figuring out, is this real? Is this not real? What is the goal of the student? Is this teacher actually being accused of something? There's a lot of a mystery that comes to this film, and kind of an occurring thing in the world at the moment, especially when it comes to the youth in general, not just Gen Zs, but any young human mind. And I really like the atmosphere that this film has. It's a really dark thriller with a little bit hints of a comedy, but majority of the film you do really focus on Julia Roberts, who has a very tied relationship with the student, tied relationship with Andrew Garfield, and next there's this past to her where she is trying to keep a secret, but at the same time it's almost kind of eating at her that she is keeping this away from her close friends and her own husband that she has in this film. And I really did like almost the social commentary that the film had, in a way, about how everyone is kind of a narcissist. And that's kind of what the film is going for, especially with certain events that happen in this film, not only with Julia's past, but there's a situation that involves some pills and that she really needs them, and at some point it kind of got her in trouble, which I feel like these pills kind of led to nothing. There were very little integration with the film. So this film is kind of juggling with a lot of different things, and I thought they handled pretty much everything in this film very well when it comes down to, being a narcissist, being a hypocrite, you know, trying to be an idol for someone. And this film actually had a very neat way at you picking up on things, on if someone's lying or what or not. And by doing that is that this film really focuses on body language. There's a lot of moments where the film focuses on someone's hands, if they're when they're talking or if they're being talking to, like showing that if they're getting nervous. This film is relying on telling a story in a way before the story gets to that point, and you realizing beforehand, based off the characters' body language, which I thought was very interesting. And there's a lot of like that body language storytelling in this film. My biggest issue though is the ending. It's too of a nice tied neat bow. It's just like it's very like kind of neutral, and that's my biggest problem with the film. It's the same kind of problem I had with One Battle After Another, is that it tried to be neutral at telling a story that is kind of almost political in a way. I wouldn't say that this one is political. There is political elements in the film, especially if you looked at how Gen Zs or any form of youth look up to somebody and actually try to go be that person, but then they take it too far. There's a bit of like a neutral with that towards the end, where like everything's kind of forgiven, and I'm like, I don't buy that. I don't like that. That's kind of my biggest complaint of the overall film, and that the length for the film is a bit unnecessary. It felt very long. I'm gonna give After the Hunt a B minus. Had a really good time with it. It's just the ending that really kind of just brings that film down for me. It's a very neutral ending, and I don't really believe that this would have ever happened in the real world, especially how, again, we're just kind of all narcissists in our own way. But the film needed kind of like this character arc for some of the characters, and they felt like this kind of ending would be a character arc, which I still don't think even then would even happen. But overall, I really liked it. Go check it out. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. And like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye, guys.